our crab, our fish, our shellfish. And many of us still go out and eat those traditional foods.
American fire and yada bilban, American fire and ya, American fire one day, Mamandaka.
The sea eagle is very important to our people. Merigimpa we call it in our language. Merigimpa means two things. It means the highest star in the sky, and it also means the sea eagle. Now the sea eagle, he flies around over the ocean, and when we see him circling over, we know that all the mullet coming up through the bay. We're the Nunako people, and Nanaka means the mullet itself, and when people would come to our area, that's what we would give them, and they would feast on the mullet.
There's one story about Buwangan. Buwangan was a dolphin. Many of our people used to sing out to him and clap their spears onto the water, and the vibration would go out to the Buwangan, and he'd round up all the mullet and fish and bring them to the shore so our people can spear them. And after that they'd throw a lot of the mullet out to Buwangan so they can have to thank him for helping them.
Gharial is the land curlew bird. It's a warning bird for our people. For example, if one single curlew bird was to come up into our country and call out by himself around us, we'd know that a family member or a friend was going to come and visit us. What if there was many of this bird, many of the gharial, and they'd all call out in a sorrowful cry? Now this cry, it would echo and shudder through your body, and you would know the difference between a normal cry that they do and this actual cry that you know. We would know then that it was time for one of our family members to pass on and die. And this bird, we believe in our culture that it guides our spirit, our soul back up to the sky country, to Viralija, to God.
Yuggera or North Stradbroke Island will always be a part of me and will always be in my heart. They talk about land rights. Land rights I don't care about, mainly because it's here in my heart. It will always be there. We won't own the land owns us. And we'll live and die for those lands. And we go back to those lands when we die.
After lengthy preparation and travel, we finally set off to begin a 10-day tour, performing dances and ceremonies on sacred sites in Greece. Alongside the most renowned cultural groups, national treasures from around the globe to reignite the spirit of the Olympic flame. In the dry heat of the Mediterranean summer, Athens appears as a model of juxtaposition of the old and the new. From the ruins and tombs, from mathematics, politics, philosophy and architecture, the living continuance of the ancient Greek reality is never far away. history of theatre in Europe began in Athens more than 5.5 centuries before the birth of Christ. Athenians celebrated the rites of the god Dionysus. It's those rites that were to evolve into what is now known as theatre. But the ritual of theatre is as old as mankind itself.